what we had been told was a heat stroke. Since then, nothing but happy memories of the 32-year-old have filled social media timelines and speeches.
He touched so many people. I mean, his ripples are going to go way further.
Since Mitch's death, the family has set up a fund to create a scholarship in his name, a great tribute to a person who made such a large impact in the state. Recreational and medical marijuana is a budding billion-dollar business for many states across the country, including, of course, right here in Arkansas. But banks won't work with the cannabis companies.
That's because the use and sale of marijuana is still a violation on the federal level. Our Jesse Tenor is in Washington with how the cash-only business could change with the help of Congress.
Bankers and cannabis industry experts were on the Hill today asking senators to pass a bill that would allow marijuana businesses to access traditional financial services.
It is difficult, and frankly, it's dangerous.
John Lord runs a marijuana company in Colorado that brings in $100 million a year, but he can't use a checking account.
I had no choice but to walk into the IRS in Denver with more than $3 million in cash in order to pay federal taxes.
Lord is just one of the thousands of businesses caught between states that allow marijuana sales and federal regulations that won't allow banks to work with them.
The federal government has failed to respond. It has closed its eyes and plugged its ears and pretended and hoped that the issue will just go away. But it won't.
Both the American Bankers Association and Credit Union National Association want change. But groups like the Virginia-based nonprofit Smart Approaches to Marijuana say using banks would make marijuana sellers appear more legitimate.
By skipping ahead to a technicality over banking rules, the marijuana industry is hoping to gain many of the benefits of federal legalization without a debate over the public health effects.
Congress still clashes over federal legalization of marijuana. For now, lawmakers seem comfortable leaving it up to the individual states, where only 3 have refused some form of cannabis. Colorado Republican Cory Gardner and Oregon Democrat Jeff Merkley have teamed up on the Safe Banking Act, designed to protect the financial institutions and the non-cannabis companies that interact with marijuana sellers.
Let's fix this. Let's honor the states' rights vision of all of these states that have said this makes sense here in our location for our citizens.
Lawmakers say the current situation also gets tricky for employees at marijuana companies. Some have lost their accounts once the bank found out who they worked for. In Washington, Jesse Tenor, KNWA Northwest Arkansas News.
Jesse, thank you. Senator Tom Cotton was expected at today's meeting but did not make it. We reached out for comment but have yet to hear back from him.